Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 4 of the 12 Days of Vlogmas. Finally started the video in the morning. Today's gonna be chill, like chiller than yesterday. I just plan to write today. I gotta write. For those who don't know, I'm a writer. Gotta read today. I gotta read this book, okay? Listen. I have to finish this book. I never made it to chapter 40. I never updated you guys. Yeah, girl never made it to chapter 40. She made it to chapter 24. Not even chapter 30. But currently here, need to finish this because it's December 15th. And I still have to finish Queen of Shadows as well by the end of the month. So, and I want to read like a Christmas book. Like I want to read something else. I want to feel festive in the season. So I really need to finish this. So we're gonna get a good chunk of this done today so that we can finish this by tomorrow. And then I think before I start Queen of Shadows, I'm gonna read this other book, just like so I can get in a festive vibe. And then we're gonna read Queen of Shadows, which I'm excited for. I'm so excited. I do love this series very, very much. But right now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna edit this movie commentary because it's the bane of my existence, and I would just really like to not have to deal with it anymore. Oh my god, there's so much. There's so many timestamps that I have to cut down. I'm so over it. I'm so over it. I'm over it. Anyways, I'll update you guys later. Okay, it's 12:30. That took me about an hour and a half or 2 hours. And I feel like that's ridiculous. I think my least favorite thing of making movie commentaries is the editing. Like, that's also why it takes me so long to get them out, is because I'm just one girl and I'm new at this. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, okay? And then I have to re-edit and then re-edit and then re-edit. Like, I don't even like editing my own stories. I don't enjoy editing. I don't enjoy editing. I really don't, but I don't want anyone to do it for me either. So, you live and you learn, you give and you take. I don't know, whatever. I have to wait for this to export and then try to upload it. It's like the fear that I'm gonna have to go back and edit, because it's like, what more can I edit? What more do you want from me? I'm over it. What time is it? I want hot chocolate. I've been thinking about that hot chocolate ever since we made it yesterday, and I want it again. So I think we're gonna go do that, because that sounds really cozy and nice. All right, this is gonna do what it gotta do. I want to play Sims. Oh my god, like Christmas is just the perfect time to play Sims, you know what I mean? I think it just reminds me of being in school and then like being home for Christmas break. So I just had all the time in the world to play Sims. But the problem is the maintenance of it. Oh my god, the broken mods, the redown. Oh my god, I don't think I have the patience for that as of right now. So maybe closer, the closer we get to Christmas, I might play, might film it, who knows. I miss my family though. I have a family in The Sims. They all all their names start with the same 3 letters, E-L-I. So we have the parents, Elias and Eliana. Oh my god, I messed up. The mom is Alyssa. The dad is Elias. The oldest son is Elijah. Then we have Elian, Eliana. And Elio? Nope. I have more than that. I have 6 kids. I have 6 damn kids. There's Elijah, Elian. No, I don't even know their damn names. Elijah, Elliot, Eliana, Elian, Elise, and Elio, the baby. Wow, I almost got that messed up. Elian and Elise are twins. And then Elliot and Eliana are like Irish twins. Like they're just very close together in age, like maybe like a year or two. Not even. They were actually born like a day apart. Again, no patience. Oh, I miss my family. We had a dog. Her name was Dakota, but she passed away. But she still visits us as a ghost. Oh, it's so sad. But I think because Miss Alyssa wants to go and get pregnant. Like, girl, you already you had enough kids. You had 5 kids. You didn't need another one. And I think because she got pregnant, the game decided to kill the dog so we'd have room in the household for the new baby. Whatever. I mean, Dakota was old anyway, but that's not the point. I want to get them horses. But again, too many kids in one household. And I think this just might be like my legacy generation. The problem is that when I first started this game, it started with Alyssa and her mom. Like, I started playing as Alyssa and her mom, and then Elias was some random townie. I promise you, he was some random townie. I don't know who he originally started out as, but he was some random townie that I fixed up. And then they've been together since high school. But Alyssa's mom was abusive. So Alyssa left home and started living with Elias. So they've been together since high school, went through college, had their son Elijah, then, you know, Elliot, Eliana. Elise is actually older than Elian, and then Elio. So, you know, like, we've been through it. Like, they got married, like, you know what I mean? Like, they've been through it. But here's the thing. Alyssa's mom disappeared from the game. No recollection of her, not even in the genealogy chart. Like, she's not there. She doesn't exist. I literally don't know what happened to her. She's met Elijah, first of all. Like, she's met Elijah. I know that. I know because she came to the house. So we're like, get the hell out of here. I know. She was there. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know if I deleted her or like, I don't know. But she's gone. So this is like my legacy family. I don't do legacy challenges. Oh my god, I need to play The Sims now. I'm like talking about it. I don't do legacy challenges because I just, again, no patience. And then like, I want to play with everybody, and I feel like that's so much work just to go like back and forth. Like, you know, Sims already has a really long loading screen, so like imagine with me and my 6 children. Oh god. I've kind of played Legacy before, but in terms of like when I got the college pack, the university pack, I started with a group of friends who lived in like an off-campus house, and then from there that stemmed into like 2 to 3 more generations of like kids going to school and college and stuff, so I can like just explore all the different degrees and stuff. But anyways, that stemmed from like 3 generations. Like that went into 3 generations. But I usually like, I just love to make a new game. Like, my thing in The Sims is create a sim. I love create a sim, custom content, I'm all up in there. Okay, I just love to make a new sim. Sometimes like you gotta have a storyline. You have to have a storyline when you're playing Sims. But half the time, I don't go in with the storyline, it just happens. You go in with like a basis storyline, but then they just kind of take over and you're like, this is not what I wanted to happen, but I'm here for it. Fun fact, because we were supposed to be writing today, I started writing a short story, which actually I don't think is going to be a short story anymore. We'll see. I'm not going to put the pressure on myself to make it anything more, you know what I mean? But that was originally a Sims gameplay. When inspiration strikes, it strikes. I want to play The Sims now. I talked about it for too long. In November, I told myself I can't play The Sims until I finish Throne of Glass, because we were reading Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight. So I was like, I can't play The Sims until I read those books, because if I start playing The Sims, nothing's gonna get done. And now we're in December, and now I have this one to read and this one to read. So it's like, I can't play The Sims until I finish this. But I feel like at this moment in time, I'm never gonna get to play The Sims. Anyways, let's go make that hot chocolate, because this is gonna take a minute. Way later in the day than I intended it to be. It is currently 7:53, almost 8 o'clock. So that this video isn't just me ranting about Sims, I decided I'm gonna go make some brownies. I don't think we can make brownies. I used the last 2 eggs this morning. No. It needs 1 egg. We have none. I should go get some. I'm gonna go get some. Let's go to the store. To the store we go. Ooh. I was expecting it to be a little colder. Not saying that it's not freezing. But it's not as cold as I thought it would be. I just said that I thought it'd be colder. It is. It is colder. In the car. It's freezing in here. I'm cold. And I have to get gas tomorrow. Oh my God. Because reindeer. But now we can make our brownies. Joy. We got the Christmas Oreos. Oh, they have stuff in the bag. Upstairs and look for my Christmas decorations because I said that I was gonna do that for the past 3 days. Do you see, hold on, this relic of a TV? You can't because I'm in the way and I'm blocking the light. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this relic of a TV. Don't know. Oh, not mine. I can't see anything. Look at. Wow. Wonder Woman. These are so old. These are mine. Belle. Look at her. So, can't find them. Don't think they're up here, to be honest with you. I feel like they're not up there. I feel like they're downstairs, but I don't know where downstairs. Because my Halloween decorations are downstairs. So I feel like they also have to be there. But they're not with the Halloween decorations. Oh my god. That was so frightening. So scary. Okay, brownies are not yet done. They're taking a little longer than expected, but I sat down to write my novel and I'm having trouble. So I took a month break away from this story. Because originally, when I started writing this draft, it was in October, and I was reading a lot more. Like, I read a lot more books in October, and at the same time, I was flip-flopping back and forth between this story and another story. So, like, if I got stuck on one story, I would go to the other one. But then in November, I just decided to focus on one of them. And then earlier this month, that story I was focusing on in November, I rewrote the whole outline and like built more upon the world and stuff. But I'm a feelings person, I'm a mood person, so I feel the need to go back to this other story that I abandoned in the process of writing this other story. And they're two different vibes. Like, they're two different, like, one's a sci-fi fantasy, this one is like contemporary romance. So two completely separate different vibes. But the problem is that now I see a problem in one of my chapters. It's one of the early chapters. It's like chapter 2 or 3, depending on how you look at it. It's actually it's actually chapter 3 or 4, depending on how you look at it. Not really sure yet on that point, but we're not gonna focus on that. And it's just, something's wrong, like something's missing. I read the chapter and was like, this needs to be rewritten. Like, it can be condensed. And I think there was also something about his character that I changed, so that also, like, that, just the way I wrote the first chapter didn't align with what I changed. And so I know the sequence I want to follow within the chapter, but I'm having a hard time finding this character's voice again, because I feel like the structure of the chapter helped me narrow down the voice of the character. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, if I look at chapters 1 and 2, my main characters are Camden and Gracelyn. Gracelyn's the main character, who's introduced first, and then we have Camden. Camden is the one I'm struggling with right now. Gracelyn is easier for me because she is more emotional based. Camden is a bit harder because he's more logical in his thinking, or like just more matter of fact, front and center, where Gracelyn is more lyrical, if that makes sense. And so if I look between my essential chapter 1 and chapter 2, where both of these characters are introduced at 2 separate times, Grace, like the way it's written, the structure of the chapter, it's giving a introduction chapter 1, like you're meeting the character, and the same goes for Camden, like you're meeting the character. I think the brownies are done. No. The same with Camden is that the chapter introduces the character. It it hints at the problems that they're going to have to face throughout the story. Right. And so moving on from those chapters into the, the bulk of the... Oh, hold on. Brownies are done. They're done. Yeah. Okay, anyways, while that was cool, back to what I was saying. maybe I can rephrase it better. In the way the first two chapters are written, it gives introduction to the character, it hints at certain challenges and motifs and themes that will be explored within the story. Like, it does its job. I feel like it introduces the setting and like their lives. Like, it just gives like introduction chapter. Like, I'm reading a novel and I'm meeting this character for the first time. Like, the way that I wrote it, I'm like, wow, this is giving novel. And so going into the third and fourth chapter, it's now a continuation of like, okay, now we have to build the world. We have to meet people who will influence their lives and decisions throughout their character arcs. That's the part I'm having trouble with. Graceland's is already written. Graceland's makes sense to me. I don't think Graceland's needs to change. I think Camden's needs to change for the simple fact that his character arc has changed and the journey that he's going to go through has changed. And it's just not matching up with Camden's chapter 1 doesn't align with his chapter 2, and it makes it hard. I'm doing it to myself. It makes it hard because chapter 1 essentially ends on this cliffhanger where he goes to pick up his mother. And I wrote chapter 2 as him actively picking up his mother from work. Now it's like, I feel like it doesn't start there. And I feel like if it starts later on, like, I don't know. It's a sweet intro. I feel like maybe I could lose it, but then I have to transition it. Then I have to transition, like, and state that he picked her up from work. I don't know. I feel like I'm making it harder on myself. I think, oh my god, my brain hurts. I think I can open up with them at the beach. Snow on the beach, we're both looking beautiful, flying in a dream. Dun, 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 dun. I saw a TikTok where there was snow on the beach, and I was like, wow. Wow. I thought you knew. Anyways, back to it. With Camden, chapter 1 ends with his mother calling him and saying that they're gonna be late for whatever. And then chapter 2 opens with him picking up his mother, and originally it wasn't going to lead to where it's going to lead to now. Stay with me, okay? Now it needs to transition to him picking up his mother, to them being at the beach, and then having the conversation that they're going to have. It's not that hard. I think I'm just afraid because that means having to rewrite the entire chapter. Whereas here it's like I'm rewriting it, but I'm still using bits and pieces that I've already written from the previous old chapter. And writing that chapter and having it be a complete mess and not in Camden's voice whatsoever. Like, my fear is that the vibes are going to be different between chapter 1 and chapter 2. And it's actually stressing me out. But I think we just have to let it be a mess. But I also think I just need to read more. I think I need to read. And the problem is that I'm reading Air of Fire, but Air of Fire is not the book I need to be reading to write this story. I need to read like a romance. I need to read not fantasy action romance. I need to read just a straight up romance that just follows the characters' journeys. But I have to finish Air of Fire. My brain hurts. My mind's a mess. Snow on the beach. Because oh my god, I just love these two chapters. Maybe. Nope, that's not gonna work either. This is so stressful. It's actually pissing me the fuck off. But this is gonna have to change too. Right? mean, it doesn't have to, essentially. No. I need to rewrite this one chapter. Just this one chapter. And it's not even, I don't even think it's the entire chapter. I feel like it's just the section with his mother that needs to change. Or maybe, maybe idea. Because right now it's Graceland, Camden, Graceland, and it's gonna be Camden. But I think it needs to be Graceland, Camden, Graceland, Camden. Oh God. Because that means I have to write another chapter for Graceland, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. Who said this was a good idea? Maybe I should just leave the chapter. Like, maybe I should just leave it. Maybe I should just not touch it and move on with my day instead of hindering myself on trying to get this chapter perfect or right or whatever. Okay, let's see. I'm upset. I'm upset because I feel like this chapter is really good. And I don't know what was going on the day I wrote it. Like, what was I doing? Maybe I'll change it. Maybe I don't need to change. maybe. Okay. What kind of calls do seagulls make? Okay, that's all I had to do was change the circumstances. Oh, I'm excited. I still have to write this chapter. Okay, but the circumstances are different, meaning that he no longer has to pick her up from work. They can have the talk at the beach. Okay. Problem solved. No, it's not. I still have to write the damn chapter. Wish me luck. Taste test. Got a good piece right here. That's not a good piece. I lied. Okay. Wow. A brownie. No, it's good. It's currently 10:40. I'm gonna read before I go to bed. We're definitely not making it to chapter 30 today. But this vlog is long enough. Surprisingly, somehow. It was a chill day. Tomorrow's gonna be a fun day for me. I have horseback riding, so I'll get to film some of that. And then I film with my friend Cassidy. And on that note, if you want more content, especially more Christmas content, more festive content, we're filming 2 videos a week for December over on our channel Cat and Cass. Okay, you can go check that out. We have a good time over there. So we're gonna do that tomorrow. Horseback riding is most of my day, so that'll be fun. I'm so excited. Yeah, that's all I have for you today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know. Feel free to comment and like and subscribe. Post notifications if you wish. Eat some food, drink some water, have a great day or night or whenever you're watching this, and see you for day 5 of Vlogmas. Bye!